Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. Today we're going to look at 3 radios from 3 different manufacturers. Starting here on the left we have a Degen DE333. In the middle we have a Scott RX8 in white. And on the right hand side we have this Kaito KA200. All these radios look identical. At first glance you can tell they all have the same dimensions. Looks like they all have the same speaker, and pretty much looks like they all have the same dial and antennas. And it's pretty true. They all have the same dimensions. Externals all look the same. You'd never know the difference until you turned them on. Prices going left to right. This radio here was $8 shipped. This radio here was $11.99 shipped, and the Kaito was $11.99 shipped. The Kaito was a great little radio I've been using for the last 2 months. FM and AM capabilities are great for such a small radio. Pure analog, real smooth tuning. Enjoy picking up faint stations with it. Have picked up St. Louis from Chicago. Just enjoy having that by the bedside. Recently, I just got the Scott and the Degen and put some batteries in, turned them on, and noticed some little differences right away. Starting with the Degen, it has a step tuning style, kind of a cheaper type reception. You would be tuning it, it comes in and out, and it kind of jumps back and forth to stations. And I can kind of do an example of that. We'll turn it on. Here's your band select on the side, power switch AM, FM, turn it to AM.
20 WGN.
So when you're tuning this, it'll jump. You can hear it kind of clicking.
Price is right. Always want to say you can.
See, a tune light hardly ever comes on. Until we get a strong station. Sometimes it stays and sometimes it goes away. It's okay, but it's so different than the Kaito, I just don't like it. So if you're in the market for one of these micro-sized radios, skip that one. Going to the Scott, we'll turn this one on.
Airbnb, like there's Lyft and Uber. Is there an alternate option?
This one here has more of a analog style tuning, smoother.
Some of them are. I've used those a million times.
Process tailored for your home. So call Repack Specialist today for your reminiscing.
So none of that bouncing around and clipping that the Degen was doing.
I believe you legally have to say that you have to.
So this is the white. Again, your band select there, off, AM/FM, tuning knob, volume, headphone jack. Similar to this, I mean, these radios look identical. You pretty much guess they'd be almost the same in quality, but they are not. They run on 2 AAA batteries. They have captured doors, so they all are identical in that respect. This particular one has a shiny, glossy plastic, a little thicker feeling. And the Kaito, which you've probably seen a lot of these reviewed.
It sprays like a perfume.
Right, or
it's probably my favorite out of all these
motion
here.
Sensors for that sort of thing? Yeah, as a kid. Stabilized to get more treatment back.
See, a tuning layer works a lot better.
As did many people in Chicago.
The holidays can wear you down.
You know what? Have a goal, try to get 3 stops in a row, try to get 4 stops in a row, and the other end is going to take you. There were 23,000 retweets, 30,000 likes on this. Because
same as the others, volume
apparently
on top, headphones, antenna, tuning,
In response,
band
Airbnb
select,
has now released a statement saying
has
that
a
they have permanently banned the homeowner
captured door.
from their site.
So I did an FM reception test similar with this that stepped FM. It kept bouncing back and forth. I just didn't like it. The Scott, it didn't seem as sensitive on the FM versus the Kaito for some reason. I don't know why at first. So I got a little interested in seeing what's going on the inside. And let's go to that and see what we see there. Here we have the Degen DE333 opened, and you can see its PCB board here. As you saw in the test, the tuning didn't tune like the others. It was more like a step tuning. Something was different right away. So opening it up, I was showing here these tiny ICs that don't quite match the other ones. So definitely all these radios are not created equal. Next one, the Scott. This one here, you can see there's a lot of like extra, I'm guessing, solder flux all over the board. Just kind of a messy job. Kind of give you an idea of the quality in there. And then moving on to the Kaito, really nicely laid out, clean PCB. Everything looks really sharp in there. So yes, going back to the Scott, and then back to the Degen. So that gives you an idea of the insides of these radios and how they are not created equal. So now you've seen the insides of the three radios. Boy, that Scott looks pretty ugly. But if you notice, the Scott and the Kaito share a similar board and PCB. You can see that the resistors and that all look pretty similar as far as positioning, and that I think Scott was trying to do a decent copy, just didn't execute it like the Kaito radio. So for the same price, the Kaito and Scott, the Kaito is the dead winner there. So forget colors, just get the black Kaito and be happy, and that'd be the one to pick out of the three. As you saw in the Degen, has a pretty crappy little board in there. Even the wire from the medium wave antenna looks bare. It's probably like a shellac coated or lacquer coated wire, magnet wire, going to the board, and just taped on there. It looked cheap. So you do get what you pay for. So if you feel like you want to pull a trigger on this one because it's $8 and it looks just like the Kaito, don't. Just get rid of that. If you want to grab a really cool color, I think these even came in red. I tried to get a red one, but they were out of them. Or a white one. You could go for it, but you saw the insides, and do you really think that's going to hold up over time? Probably not. So the clear winner here is the Kaito. And all these radios are micro-sized. You can do a little quick thing here. Measuring 3.5 inches, long and 2.5 inches wide, and just almost under an inch thick. And they got little baby antennas that extend out about 6 inches, close to 7 inches. So if you're in the market for one of the micro-sized radios to carry in your pocket, this is the one to buy. The Kaito KA200. Thanks for watching.